Hello, this is Faisal Kawoosa, and I'm here with another edition of Techarc. Today, I want to talk about a very important issue in the whole technology domain, which we have started to face and encounter at the just very beginning of this decade. COVID has undoubtedly increased our technology dependence, I would say, and I think there are a lot many homes which have substantially increased their digital infrastructure and bought in so many devices and other gadgets to match with this changing behavior. Being a great supporter, admirer, and practitioner of technology, I really feel great when I see the technology sector growing here and there. But then there are challenges which have also come up and we have started facing them. One is at the global level, the issue of supply chain. And we have seen how erratic the supply chain has gone, pushing up the prices of all major electronic components and in turn the devices. At the same time, it has increased pressure on the availability, which means that the smaller players in the game are going to witness this challenge and it could be a very big business risk for them in coming times. The second issue, which is more of a local in India, is of the power crisis. I'll not get into the aspect of coal supply, but definitely if we look around, when I say look at my childhood, I remember that our parents used to tell us about, hey, remember to switch off the light and fan when you're not using it or when you're not in the room. But today, how many devices are we using? We have just done a study which is yet to be published, where a person can today look for somewhere around 15, 16 devices and gadgets to own for himself and the home to make it smart. Now imagine, where have we reached? This is a substantial jump from that era of a fan, a tube light, and at max a television. Today, we are talking about so many smart things around, which is, bringing in comfort, convenience, but at the same time, raising a lot many challenges. So, what is this resulting in? It's definitely resulting in the challenge of constrained resources. The fundamental of economics, which talks about scarcity of resources and limited availability of resources, is somewhere being missed out by all of us. And that's what we are seeing in the supply chain, and that's what we are seeing in the energy sector as well now. Remember, nothing will remain smart unless it's powered by some energy. Uh, so what it demands is we have to bring in some behavioral change in ourselves and in our families. What it means is we have to really power off the things, then letting them on standby mode. It's really very cool when we see things getting turned off on their own. These sensors acting upon and putting things on standby, but at the same time it still consumes some level of energy, and that's what we have to save. It's now becoming a challenge as the number of devices and gadgets goes on increasing in our homes, that we definitely look at this aspect, that how much of energy is getting consumed while things are supposedly not in use. So going back to the fundamentals, where we used to power off our fans and TVs and lights, we have to at the same time look at powering off other gadgets as well, not just letting them on standby. So it's not a matter of just perhaps turning off the screen or the display of TV, but it's about powering off it, disconnecting the switch so that we can still conserve a little bit of energy. The work from home culture has made us keep our laptops always on or in standby mode. If even if they are shut down, we still keep the cord connected, charger connected, and keep it on. That has become habitual of us. Why can't we simply turn them off and unplug them when they are not in use? We need to bring in these changes in our habits and become, I would say, responsibly and sustainably smart. That's when we know these technologies, these gadgets will add value which is sustainable. Otherwise, it's like we are achieving on one end but losing a lot on the other side. The second thing which I feel we can do, other than bringing in this behavioral change, is definitely have blackout hours. If not daily, at least a couple of hours over the weekend is very much possible when we can have these blackout hours. You could have it in the mornings when you can benefit from the sunlight, or if you really want to make that feel, have it sometime during the evening, just before the dinner, or even after the dinner. That's and that could be a good family time when you are just disconnected and everything is turned off. Even turn off your Wi-Fi router and save energy and preserve and conserve energy. And that will be a great habit if you are able to pass it on to your next generations. Lastly, Diwali is around. A lot of corporate gifting has already started to happen. While it's good to look at options in the electronics domain, kindly also look at some other traditional and ethnic areas where probably your buying might help someone a lot more, and they get appreciated for the craft and art they have. That's what I had to share with you this week. So kindly, let's start becoming smart, but at the same time sustainable and responsible around usage of these gadgets. Because again, going to the fundamentals of economics, resources are scarce. So let's use them judiciously. Wishing you all a great week ahead, and I'll be back with you next week. Thank you.